There you go. Okay.
Hello everyone. So today, myself and Andrew will be on the cancellation side due to the Kanye West comment, racism comment on the Jewish community. So the first reason why we think we should cancel Kanye West due to his action is the impact on public perception, especially among the younger generation. So Kanye West is a celebrity with a million of followers and strong influence public opinion, particularly among young people. So his comment can support and increase existing biases, making it more acceptable for people to share anti-Semitism view. Public figure can greatly affect what they influence, what the audience believe and how they act. So this influence is especially among youth who often see celebrity as a role model. So when this well-known individual make controversial remarks, it can encourage young people to express or act on similar prejudice, leading to a cultural of intolerance.
Okay. Do you want to do the intro?
Yes, so today Isaac and I we are arguing why it is morally questionable to keep trying to cancel Kanye West after everything that has happened to him and the backlash that he has already gone through. So our first argument is that mental health should be considered before canceling a person. Kanye West, as we all know, struggles with bipolar disorder, which complicates the interpretation of his comments. Mental health can significantly affect one's behavior and judgment, especially under stress. And ignoring these factors when evaluating Kanye's statement would send a damaging message that people with mental illnesses deserve punishment instead of support. Therefore, I think that mental health awareness in public is crucial, and canceling Kanye sets a dangerous precedent for how society treats mentally ill individuals who make mistakes. And I think Kanye's case could be a great example for society to have more conversations about mental health, showing that accountability can coexist with empathy.
Okay. And I'll add some more. Uh, I feel like Kanye has already gone through a lot of backlash, so I feel like keeping the conversation going and trying to cancel him more is a little bit morally questionable considering everything he's gone through so far.
Um,
And I think
okay.
that's the end of intros. So if the other party wants to start their main arguments, they can now.
Yeah, so but I think with the society from the past and then now, actually war have a long history of discrimination. So it's result with because it's result with the widespread of hate speech and violence. So can West comment are connected to the historical stereotypes that justify the oppression and violence against Jewish communities. So this emphasizes that the seriousness of his action when public figure makes statements that reflect this harmful idea, it can trigger similar prejudice in society. So there has been a significant rise in um, anti-Jewish incidents following his comments. So it's highlighting the importance of public figure being aware of the impact of like from his work, especially he's a celebrity that can help on the community. So I think it's Andrew.
So what I think is like the main reason for the Jewish community outburst and outrageousness emotions because of Kanye's repeated use of harmful stereotypes about Jewish people. So back in 2022, which is 2 years ago, Kanye West made various public remarks that reinforced damaging stereotypes, such as including the notion of Jews, and had disproportionate power over areas such as entertainment and banking issues like finance, accounting, back in Jewish. These anti-Semitic falsehoods perpetuate hatred, prejudice, and commotion to the Jewish country and the community itself, of course. I think another reason. Sorry?
No, go ahead.
Another reason is lack of responsibility. So another reason to blame Kanye West and his cause of backlash is Ye's, that's his real name, lacks of regret or comprehension, and the consequence of his statements he stated out at the press conference in the media. Despite being chatted by various public people and groups, his creations have frequently have been dismissed or even worse, belligerent. Because many in the Jewish community, people believe is not accepting his punishment or responsibility for his actions and the real world repercussions of his words. So that's what I think in my point statement.
There you go. Okay. You guys, is that all the points you have?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, cool. We'll start with our points. If Ryan wants to start with
Yes. I would like to react on Andrew's point. Back in 2022,
wait,
Kanye.
we gotta do our points first, and then we do counters after.
Oh, but I already went through my first reason in the introduction.
Oh, well, we haven't done the other two yet, so
Sorry.
you gotta the way it's supposed to work is we do our intros, and then they'll do their points first, and then we do our points, and then once we're done all the points, they'll counter our points, and then we counter their points.
Okay.
So you do the all the points we have.
Okay. So back in 2022, Kanye apologized to the Jewish community for a series for his comments he made on the Jewish community, and he sincerely apologized to them, and it is stated that it was not his intention to hurt or to demean these people. He also regrets that he caused any pain. He's also starting to he also started to commit he also committed to starting with himself and to learn from his experience to ensure greater sensitivity. And he also stated that his forgiveness is important. You could also see from his post that he published from his apology that he published that his efforts reconciled, he's trying to reconcile with the Jewish community, and that this is an important step towards his healing. I think that we have to acknowledge that people make mistakes, and canceling them immediately undermines the possibility for growth and redemption.
Okay. I think Ryan mentioned it in the intro that Kanye West does suffer from bipolar disorder, and he's mentioned a lot of times that he's hasn't taken his medication. So a lot of the things he said could be equated to him being sporadic and going through like a bipolar episode. I was just and then for our third point is I feel like Kanye has already gone through serious backlash, more financially. So is it worth hurting him more than he already has? Kanye has already lost a lot of sponsorship money from his comments. For example, like two of his biggest sponsors, Balenciaga and Adidas, have already cut ties with them. And I think it's been shown that his net worth has gone down a lot. I think at one point he lost his billionaire status. So, and considering that he's already apologized and he's already gone through serious backlash, is it morally right to keep punishing him more? Okay,
Yeah, but his
okay,
actions, his action had been paid, but the consequences have still staying, could be still till now, because young generations also follow his a lot. So maybe till now that like the hatred for the Jewish community still exist on like social media or just in their mind, you know what I mean? So I think even though that yes, he suffered, but he know that he's a celebrity. So everything he say he should consider, just not like he's another a normal person.
do you have any counterpoints, Andrew?
No, I got nothing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that his words were not right. I think a lot of it is also that he's been receiving the type of mental help that he needs so he can finally think clearly. and he realizes that yeah, his actions were not right. And I don't know if it was right, but yeah. I think it was like an interview that he had recently where he was talking about how he likes the Jewish culture and stuff. I think he's kind of realized now that him that the what he said was not right. So I don't think there's really any need to try to cancel him more, considering all the backlash he's gone through, all the people, all the connections he's lost, all the money he's lost.
What do you think, Andrew?
Well, there's a recent tweet that Kanye West tweeted out. So this is beside the interview, the press conference. So he quoted this: "I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going to DEF CON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because Black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda." So that's the tweet he wrote it.
When did he publish this tweet?
Sorry? He
When did
published
he
this
publish?
tweet in 2022.
Yeah, and I think in 2022 he published a lot of things, but he also apologized later and he took accountability of his actions. So
So if
I
you want
think
to, I think we should stop it here and do our concluding statements. So just to kind of wrap up our, it's basically just the point where we just wrap up our arguments. So if you the pro team wants to start first.
Andrew?
Well, in conclusion, the Jewish community angers towards Kanye West is primarily rooted in his anti-Semitic comments and his failure to recognize or address the harm of these statements cause. However, the situation is not without its complexity, as mental health issues, cultural misunderstanding, and polarizing nature and nuisance to the discussions, while his influence demands accountability, it's essential to approach the issue with broader understanding of the society and the individual factors that plays in this community.
Okay, good. Do you want me to do the conclusion or you want to do the conclusion, right?
oh, you can do the conclusion.
Okay. Me?
Yes.
Okay. In conclusion, there's a lot of factors that you can sit there and look at to why Kanye might have said these things. And I think he's been punished, unlike a lot of probably celebrities that have said worse, have been punished quite in depth, and especially with money, connections, and considering the fact that he's apologized for his actions and that he's taken accountability. I think I think trying to cancel this person even more, considering a lot of people have made mistakes and haven't made accountability. But one thing that's respectful is he's gone back and apologized, and I feel like he's in a better spot now.